morning, y'all. So it's gonna be really hot today, so I have to dress accordingly, otherwise I'm gonna overheat because I get heat stroke real easy. So I brought some baby powder with me for all the places that I overly sweat. I'm also bringing a canister, or rather a thermos full of liquid so that I don't dehydrate. Yeah, I'm just taking precautions. I'm also not wearing any shoes or socks today so that I don't sweat or overheat. And then that's basically what I'm going to be doing today. It's going to be super hot today. So anyway, so I have to wait a little bit before we head out, and then we'll be heading out, and I'll be with Johnny for a little bit, and then I'll be walking to the hospital and then doing all the things that I have to do there, the swallow test and whatnot, and then I will be waiting for the bus afterwards to go home. So that's what's happening. Anyway, I just want to say good morning, and I hope that everybody's having a wonderful morning. There was no time-lapse video this morning because there was no need. I was just getting ready. So, good morning. Alright, so I'm going to update you. Sorry, there was a bug that attacked me. Yeah. Anyway, I hate them. They're ugly.
We're friends with a kid that has 2,000 subscribers. His name is, I don't want to say it because his friends that want him to know his name.
Can I like?
Baby, it was on my shirt.
Ew.
I swallowed a stink bug.
I don't want it on me.
Get.
Imagine just chewing on a stink bug and all the gross juices going around. Yum.
Protein.
Anyway.
What? Protein.
So today I went to my swallow test. When I got there, I had like panic attacks all morning, all the way there. And I was so exhausted by the time I got there because I was like panicking constantly all morning, right? So when I got there, I was exhausted, very tired.
Did we both eat dinner at the same time?
Well, I think Leaf ate first because Leaf is just always aside.
And then when I got to the place, because the lady told me, follow the green line to the CT ultrasound area. So I did. When I got there, there was this lady standing there because I sat down where the x-ray people are supposed to sit. And she says to me, do you have a requisite with you? I'm like, no. She's like, do you have an appointment? I'm like, yeah, 10 a.m. And she's like, you're in the wrong area. I'm like, no. Registration told me to come here. And she said, well, I'm going to go talk to a technician and make sure that's true. I said, okay. So I sat there.
Was it a kid?
Then another lady came out of nowhere and started saying, are you here? Do you have an appointment? I'm like, yeah. And she's like, you're in the wrong area. I'm like, no, I'm not. Registration told me to come here. And she said, what are you here for? And I said, a swallow test. She's like, oh, so you are supposed to be here. Come this way. So she made me follow her. She gave me 2 gowns. She made me take off all my clothes and put on these gowns. And then, I was like, why did they both think that I was lying? You know, like, why would I be there if I wasn't supposed to be there? Anyway, so I was waiting and waiting and waiting, and I was like so anxious, you know? And
Shirley and Isla met for the first time. Shirley and Isla.
okay, I'll update you guys later. Hold on. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna give you the update. So I went to my swallow test today. I was exhausted from all the panicking and all the anxiety surrounding this swallow test. I knew they were going to try different thicknesses with me to find out like what's happening. I didn't know what kind of thicknesses though. So yeah, anyway, so I go in, I sit down on the chair. They set up the machine to record and photograph my throat. X-ray. And so I had to drink barium at first. So I drank the barium and swallowed. As soon as it started going down, she's like, I know what's wrong. I was like, cool. Then she gave me yogurt. I ate the yogurt. And then she gave me Boost pudding. I know, I was like, what? Boost makes pudding? Boost pudding. And I ate it. And then she was laughing and she's looking at me. We're talking and stuff, you know, because I was like telling her like, I can still feel it a little bit. And she's like, yeah. So if it was a solid, it probably gets stuck between here because your muscles are really, really tight, she said. So over time, from all this like acid reflux, you built up like tight muscle and possible scar tissue. And so your esophagus is so small, it won't let anything bigger than liquid go through. And I'm like, so it's not in my head. She's like, no. Hallelujah. Anyway, so then she's looking at me, smiling, and we're laughing and joking around. And she's breaking a cookie into the pudding. And I'm like, what's going on? And she's like, I know. Okay, I know. Okay, this looks very scary to you. I know. Okay. But you're going to try a little bit. I'm like, a little bit? And she's like, just a crumb. Just a crumb. I'm like, just a crumb? And she's putting it at my face. I'm like, she's like, you got this. I got things that can suck it out really quick. We got all the equipment here. You will not choke and die. We will not let that happen. She's like, I promise you nothing bad will happen. I'm like, oh, okay. I got this. And she's like, you got this. I'm like, screw it. And I took a bite of the, pudding cookie stuff. And I was whooshing it around, trying to like make it all like soft and stuff, the cookie. And then she's looking at me. She's like, are you ever going to swallow that, girl? I'm like, yes, just give me a minute. I don't want to die. And then she started laughing. So I was like swishing it around. And I'm like, okay. I put my thumb up and then they started recording. And I swallowed it. I closed my eyes and I swallowed. And then she's like, girl, you just ate a cookie. I'm like, no. Really? She's like, yeah, you want to see? I'm like, yeah. So she played back me swallowing the cookie pudding. Unfortunately, though, it settled way down near my stomach in the esophagus, and it stayed there, the cookie. So it didn't even like go completely into the gut. So I had to drink some more barium, wash it in there. And after that, my gut was full. they looked at my stomach and it was so small. And they're like, you only had like, I'm like, I know. I was full. Nothing else could fit down there. I was full. Then as I was leaving, she said, you have to try to drink some water and something warm to get rid of the irritation in your throat because the cookie irritated your throat today. I'm like, oh yeah, it did. Because I haven't swallowed anything crummy or solid in 9 years. Definitely, it caused some irritation. I was harking on the freaking bus. I was so scared. And then I started like burping. And Barium was coming up with the burps. And I was like, what is happening? But apparently it's normal after you have like a barium swallow test. The barium's very heavy. And I haven't eaten solids in 9 years. And so when it hits your gut, it feels like a bunch of stones. And so my gut was pushing it back up because it was too heavy for the gut. So it was pushing it up and I was burping it So after the swallow test, and she explained the muscle stuff and that it's not in my head, she said, we got to book you in to get you a camera to go down. We got to see exactly where the tension is exactly. And then we're going to stick a balloon down and we're going to stretch it. I'm like, stretch it? She's like, yeah, you'll be out cold. We have to leave the balloon in there for an hour. I'm like, what? An hour? She's like, yeah. I'm like, so I'm going to be knocked out for an hour with a balloon in my throat. She's like, yeah. Completely safe. I'm like, okay. And that's going to happen in 3 weeks. And then I can eat. I told her I do not feel comfortable eating until my first eating session is with you and you have equipment to save me in case something bad happens. She's like, that's understandable. You haven't eaten in 9 years. We're going to have peanut butter toast. I'm like, peanut butter? Oh. And then I told her about my special concoction that I made with pepperoni and cheese pizza with peanut butter on top. She's like, that sounds really disgusting. I'm like, it's actually very delicious. Very. Her friend, Chris, he's like, I might try that. I'm like, do it. It'll be the best thing you've ever tried in your life. Do it. But only pepperoni and cheese. Other combinations taste weird. I said, but the pepperoni and cheese, for some reason, the grease from the pepperoni makes it delish. And he's like, I will try it. I'm like, recommended. So I ate a piece of cookie. Then I was in excruciating pain for hours while I was heading home. And then when I got home, because I haven't had solids in 9 years. So it hit me like a ton of bricks, literally. It felt like stones were rolling around in my gut. It was horrible. It was so painful, I fell asleep. And now I'm slowly sipping on Boost. Because I need to get at least one boost in me, otherwise I'm going to be super weak tomorrow. So y'all, I swallowed a piece of cookie and I didn't die. I was so happy. I'm like, I know it doesn't look like it because I can't really like be enthusiastic right now. I'm so exhausted from all the panicking and all my stress. And she's like, understandable. She started laughing. I'm like, but trust me, I'm very excited. I'm very happy right now that I ate a piece of cookie and didn't die. And she's like, yeah, you did, girl. She high-fived me. Oh, it's so funny. She wasn't giving me a choice. She's like, I didn't exactly give you a choice. I'm like, no, you really didn't. I was like, you were all like, just put it in. I like her. She's funny. She's like me. The way I was way back when Johnny first met me. She's like that. So I understand her. She's like, well, I'm so glad that you got to eat a piece of cookie. I'm like, I do. I'm happy too. And she's like, it's gonna hurt for a little while. I'm like, yeah, I figured. You know, like nothing's been in there forever. It was rough going down even because I've never felt that kind of crummy stuff, right? Like the grindy, crummy stuff. So it was very uncomfortable going down, which is why I was surprised that it went down because I didn't feel it. It felt like I scratched myself on the inside of my throat. It was very uncomfortable. And she's like, but you did it. I'm like, I did it. I can't believe how brave I was. And she's like, no, I'm so proud of you. I'm like, I'm proud of me. I thought I was going to have a panic attack. You were going to have to give me like 2 milligrams of freaking Ativan and I was going to have to get a drive home. And she started laughing. She's like, no. I'm like, I'm so happy. And I just smiled. Usually I giggle or like squeak. I'm so exhausted, y'all. You have no idea. All morning I was panicking. All morning I had anxiety. I was so dead exhausted after that. I could not even like giggle. I just smiled. I was so exhausted, y'all. So exhausted. Then she told me to suck on Gaviscon after every time I have something to drink. So she gave me a huge bottle. So when the barium's all out of my system, which will take 3 days. Yeah, 3 days. Why? I don't know. Don't ask me. So for the next 3 days, I have to sip very slowly on different liquids. And it's going to take a long time for me to even consume those liquids because I have to sip slowly until it's gone and comes out. I think I have something coming up this week. This upcoming week I have 2 more appointments. Lord have mercy. The 5th and the 7th.
And the 10th.
No, the 2nd of July.
What's that one?
The one that we're not mentioning yet.
Okay. I thought that was the 10th.
No, it's the 2nd at 10 a.m. Today I scoped out where I would have to go that day. So I already know where I have to go. I'll let you guys know when I know more information, okay? I just don't want to talk about it just yet, just in case it's nothing, okay? If it's something, I'll mention it. If it's nothing, no problem. No need to mention it. Yeah? Just keep me in your prayers, okay? Too many appointments, man. Too many. Oh no, I have another one on the 17th. I have one on June 17th with the dietitian. At 2:15. Because she wanted to wait until after the MRI and the swallow test to find out what's going on. Oh, too many appointments. I've been back and forth too much, you know. Anyway, I'm going to get undressed now. I'm going to sip my boost. And I'm going to crochet and like wind down for the evening because I am very, very dead tired and exhausted after today. So I'll catch you guys in a little bit. Okay? Later for now. Hey everyone, I'm sorry I disappeared yesterday, but I was in extreme pain from that barium. I was bloated and I was in so much pain. And then I developed a headache. And my body was just exhausted. It was done. You know, like it said, enough's enough. I need rest. And it was forcing me to go to bed. So I listened and I went to bed. I know I didn't say goodbye or anything or good night. I had no chance. My body was literally go now or I'm gonna just pass out. So I went to bed, I laid down, and I went straight to sleep right away. Anyway, today I'm gonna try to get a lot done, considering yesterday I was very weak and lots of pain. Not so much pain today, mostly my head. I have a headache and it's very humid. So I'm gonna be gentle, but I'm gonna keep going. Okay? Okay. See you guys very, very soon. Sorry, there's something in my eye. Sleep. Anyway, I'll see you guys very soon. Later for now. Hello, friends. I'm sorry I haven't been able to post as much as I usually do, but I've currently got a really bad migraine, like right here, and it's currently hailing and raining and thundering out. So but I'm doing some work right now. Newsletter issue 2 is coming out in like the next hour. I'm working on it right now, in between sipping tea and surviving this migraine. Keep me in your prayers, y'all. Love y'all. I'll be back in a little bit. Later for now. Alright, y'all, I'm going to say goodnight now because I'm going to be heading off to bed pretty shortly. I wanted to finish a couple more rows of the dress I'm making for Barry Lynn first, and then I'm going to go upstairs and retire for the evening. I'm just not feeling that great today, so... Oh, these are the products that are coming to the shop. And, so I'm just not feeling that great today, so I'm probably just gonna end up going to bed because I have a migraine. I'm suffering pretty good today. And I managed to be able to say my prayers and do a little planning for future things on my Etsy shop, and I also posted the second issue of the newsletter today. It took me quite a while because of my migraine, and I had to like take my time with it. But I'm hoping I feel a lot better tomorrow. And so I shall see you guys tomorrow in the morning. And I hope that everybody had a wonderful day, and that you guys check out my Etsy shop and the newsletter so that you guys are informed of what's coming next, because everything else is coming pretty soon, and it's going to be like a product dumping on there pretty shortly. So yeah, there's going to be 3 new patterns going up, and also shortly after that there will be the essential oil roller that I'm currently working on. So love y'all. Good night. Later for now.